Hello, welcome and welcome back. So it's been a hot minute since I made a video. I've just been going through a move currently, almost ready for the move. So today we're going to talk about three different pens that I've acquired over the last little bit. They are all vacuum fillers. So that's the kind of filler where you kind of pull the back here, pull up, creates vacuum. When you push it down, the ink gushes through, and I'll do a little demo of this shortly. But very quickly today, as you can see, this one's uninked. You've got the other two that do have some ink in it. These are like demonstrators, but also not fully like a clear demonstrator. As you can still see the ink through them, and you can see the little rod and the vacuum mechanism, but they are colored, which makes it a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more low-key, a little bit more demure. All right, so this one over here is the Wing Sung 3013. Then we have another Wing Sung, which is the Wing Sung 699. And then we have this guy, which is the Asvine W126. All right, so in terms of, this one's the cheapest. This one is second, and this one is third. It doesn't go over like $50, definitely, for this pen. At least the last time I checked, it did not. It's lower than that, closer to more like 30 something, 40 something, depending on when and where you get it, and if you have promos. So, and then the cheapest one, I believe, was like $10 or under $10, like $5 to $10 range. So obviously all three of them are inspired by the vacuum filler from Pilot, which is a much more expensive pen that retails at around, I think it's, I want to say 400, but that might be USD. So it might be closer to like 600 or 700 here. But definitely on like Facebook Marketplace and those places you can get the Pilot for cheaper. I would say that I see a lot of them going for about like $400 on Facebook Marketplace, at least near me. All right, so we're gonna fill it up. This is Ferris Wheel Press. This is Grape Ice Pop, I think. I have two pink inks in the other ones. This is the closest one that I could get without like repeating. Okay. And I've already sort of like wiped this down. Okay, let's do this. Get that ready. And I don't want to fill it up all the way. So I'll show you kind of like what I do so that it's not filled up all the way. If you want to fill it up all the way, then don't do what I do. And the only reason why I don't want to fill it up all the way is because, like I said, I'm undergoing a move. So I don't want to keep so much, like, so many inks filled during this time. So normally, if you were to fill this up all the way, you would press this. I'll move a little bit out. I would press this all the way down and just let it rise all the way to the top. But in this case, what I want to do is I'm going to push it all the way down and I'm going to let it rise only a little bit, and then I'm going to pull it out so all it pulls is air after that point. Okay. We can go back to one. Please fit. Yep. Okay. Oops. It's being a little bit finicky. You might have to. So I still pulled out quite a bit of the ink there, but at least it's not super full. So as you can see, I pulled out about half. If I kept it in there, it would probably at least go up to 3/4. I know that because I tried it a little bit with water before. Okay. sure this part is all white. Let's cap that back. Close this part. The back end cap takes a long time to unscrew, which is kind of annoying, but it's better than some other ones where it comes off really easily and then you're like, you've lost the little end part of it and then you have to find it from the, like, if it dropped on the ground or something like that. So at least that's good. It won't come off the vacuum mechanism or the rod. Okay. Gonna give it a little bit of a right test now. I'm just folding. Ooh, okay, here we go. So this will be my first time trying this as well. I'll zoom in. And we have a couple different pens here. So I'll start with the cheapest option, which is the Wingsung. 3013. Oh, it's acting up a little bit. Okay. Not sure what happened there, but it seems like it's writing again. Okay. That's the first time that that has happened to me. It's also been a long time since I wrote with this pen. I'm trying to finish up the ones that have as little of it in it as possible, so then I can just finish, wash, and then get ready. So you can see it's a pretty wet writer actually. If you guys can see, right? I got this one in a, if this will focus, in a fine. And I would say that this is quite smooth. Not too feedbacky actually. So it's definitely a wet writer. It's smooth. I would say that this is a comparable like smoothness to the Metro, like the Pilot Metro if you have one of those. And then it's also quite bouncy actually. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Like I said, this hasn't happened before. I do have a shimmer ink, I believe, in here. You can see a little bit of shimmer. It should have more shimmer than that. So I wonder if it's actually been clogged over the last little bit when I haven't been using it. Maybe it just needs a little bit of water. I think maybe something is up with the feed here. Just because it kind of starts and stops, and then when I kind of like do this a little bit, it comes out again. It might be that. But I give this pen a like 8 out of 10. I think it is really, really good. It's super hefty actually. It's without the cap, it's a little bit less. But it's definitely not like a light pen. It's not like a pen that has no substance to it, but it's also light enough that you can like write and do long sessions with this. It's really like firmly built. You can see it's quite robust. It's a thick plastic. It's slightly faceted up at the top here, which is really fun. It has this like sort of like diamond cut effect. And I do like the color that this comes in. It comes in several different colors. I believe that they also have like a teal and a purple and a clear one, but I chose this one because I wanted the matchy with the rest of them. So I really do like this pen. I think that if your budget is like under $10 and you're looking for a pen that works really well, that is reliable, I would pick this guy. This one is pretty good. Like I said, this has never happened before, so I don't think that this is really good representation of this pen. I did leave it for like about a month and a half that I didn't use it, so maybe that's something to do with that. As you can also see, the color of the ink is also slightly different. Like when I first started writing, it was a little bit more purpley, a little bit more of the shimmer is in it, and then afterwards it became the more red base color. So I think it's something to do with the shimmer ink that I put in here. But anyway, let's go on to the next one. So let's move this back. The next one is another Wing Sun. It is a .699, and this one is in a medium. And you can see the feed is different this time. It's not that clear feed that you would get. And then also the nib is slightly different. It is a bigger sized nib than this guy. By quite a bit. So one size up, like a 5 and a 6 sort of difference, I think. So let's see. Is it as wet as the other one? Let's see. Make a couple more of these and then take a quick look. It is not. I would say this is not as wet. So it is a little bit on, it is not dry, but it's like a medium flow. And I have a really quite a wet ink in this. I have Midway the Magnificent in this, which is super wet. So yeah, so this might be a medium flow to dry sort of nib. It's smooth with feedback. This one, yeah, it has that feeling, a little bit like a crayon, but like not a crayon. Like, you know, it's metal, but it has this crayon-esque sort of feeling to it when you write. Like, there is a little bit of a drag and a pull, but it's also like smooth enough that it's kind of like it slicks along. I don't love, to be honest, I don't love the feeling of this pen as it writes, but I do really like the body of it. I think it's like a really nice size. It's not too heavy. It's actually lighter than this guy over here. So, but then it's thicker, so it's actually more comfortable to hold. So I quite like that. At this pen, I would give like a 7 out of 10. The other one I'd give an 8, maybe like even 8.5 sometimes, but this one I give a 7. It's pretty standard. Very good deal for the price point though. And then lastly, I've heard really good things about this one. I haven't tried this one before. This is the Azvine V126. Okay. Oh, I forgot to say the other one, the Wing Sun 1699, is there's no line variation at all. It's like stiff. That's compared to the very first one, the Wing Sun 3013, the cheapest one. That one has a little bit of like bounce to it. And then this guy is, yeah, I can understand why so many people like this, and so many people who have the 823 from Pilot also have this, because this pen writes really nice. It is a wet pen. Can you see that? Yeah. Very wet. It is smooth. And hint of feedback. and it's stiff. It's a stiff nib, but you can see because it's so wet, it is a little bit responsive to like the pressure that I put here, right? You can see that there is a little bit of line variation, but that's, I think, really because it's so wet. It doesn't have to do with the fact that it's it's bouncy, because it's not a bouncy nib. But right now, oh, okay. All right. I think this pen, as you can see when it trailed off here, you can't do this too much. Can't like really force it too much. I don't think that the feed, perhaps its main channel isn't very thick, isn't very wide, so it doesn't allow for you to flex it so much. It's gonna run out, I guess, of ink. So this pen, I'll have to try it out more in order to decide what I really give it in terms of scoring. But I think that first impressions, I'm definitely giving this like a 8.5, a 9. Later on, maybe I'll do an update video that's like, what would I give it now? But yeah, so these are 3 different vac fill pens at 3 different price points that are all still quite affordable. And I hope you enjoyed. Bye.